Welcome to the channel where all you gotta do is straighten out the stock hood. I think I showed you in one of the earlier videos, but some people don't watch all of the videos. I get it. But you can see how this is lined up over here. Same on the other side. And this is a giant trip layer. And I'm pretty sure all Mustangs are like this. It's just the hood hinges are such design. Such subpar design. Yeah, that's it. Subpar. That you can't tell because this is all like bumped up and crooked. Anyway. So I have a feeling this is same shape as all the hoods, and this is the same shape as all the cowls within terrible tolerances. But what I have is this needs to go up 5 millimeters. It says up 5 millimeters, but it's really down 5 millimeters. So I probably should have labeled that wrong. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but I think force is going to be involved in it. So I may use like a ratchet strap or I don't know, tree stump, hydraulic jack. I'm going to use something. Alright, so this is what I came up with. I got a block of wood down here, and then I think what I'm going to do is take my bodywork saw and put a little slice right here. Because, you know, I can step on this. Nothing happens. And this is holding it in position. And yeah, so this is gonna shrink. And if I don't put a notch in there, it's not gonna shrink. Alright, so I made this little cut here, and now, I don't know if you can see that, but it moved down, like just cutting it moved down 50 thou, which is about a fourth of what I need, but whatever. So now, yeah, it's it was 2.42, now it's 2.33, so it went down 90 thousandths. And it's really hard to run calipers with one hand. If I push down on this just a little bit, let's see if I can do it with my knee and hold the camera. So that's like squishing that thing, not quite together, but a lot of the way. Now it's a 2.17, so that's a quarter of an inch different. So that cut is plenty. So I think what I'm going to do is clean up some right here, clean the paint up off of it, and then do a little tack weld on it. You know, hold it in the position I think is about right, and then do a small tack weld on it. And then I'll put it back on here and see if it's happy. Okay, so I'll set this vise on here in a paper or a rag so that can catch on fire. So this fire extinguisher's right there. And this is precisely 200 thousandths lower, so that'll be higher. I'm pretty sure is the direction I wanted to go. Pretty sure. So I'm gonna take my MIG and put a couple of little tacks on there, and since I haven't used this welder in, I don't know, a few days, I like to run some air, actually not air, through there, so I know I get a good shielding gas when I first start welding. My eyes aren't very good, but that looks beautiful to me. Okay, so there it is. 2.180. That's flush. And that's a little high. So they went too much. That's flush. And that's like 100 thou higher than I want. Alright, so that worked a charm. I'm going to pop it back off, grind those welds off, and make it about 100 thou less tall than it is, which is about where I was aiming for. But when I welded it, you know, it didn't have the gap wasn't quite closed. But then when I put heat in it, and then the weld shrunk, it pulled it more than I wanted. So I'm gonna have to compensate for that, that extra shrinkiness, because it's only shrinking, you know, 10 thousandths or 20 thousandths or something at the edge where, you know, where I put the weld. But it's got so much projection error that moves 10 thousandths, that moves, you know, 300 thousandths or whatever. So anyway, I'm going to grind the welds off and make it closer. This may take 1 or 2 attempts, but we'll get it. This is way better. This is way easier than I thought it was going to be. And yeah, that would have annoyed me till my dying day. Okay, so this is my second attempt, and I would say it's perfection. I mean, as close to perfection as I get. So these are all flush now on the sides, and in the middle it's really good. Like, yeah, it's a zillion times better now. Funny story. See how much gap we have here? It's about 4 millimeters. It's probably like 6 or 7 in the middle there. So that's pretty cool. So we have to like weld on the edge of the inside of this, because this is going to be kind of a focal point of this car, because the hood's going to move up, you know, that way. So when you close it, it's going to be right there. You're going to look at it. Whereas if you close it from the front, you can't see that. Nobody's going to see it. So anyway, but the flush is good now. I just got to fix the gap. So anyway, I don't know if that's the right way to do it. If it works, I think it's the right way. Thanks for watching. If you like this content and want more, subscribe, like, and share.